Disability support pensioner Gail Dean is doing all she can to keep her bills low. She can't afford to buy meat and vegetables, doesn't use her heater, and limits showers to save on gas.
My budget's worked down to the cent. You know, some weeks I might have $2.87 left, that was last pay. Some weeks I go into negative territory.
She would like politicians to do more to help people struggling with the cost of living.
It makes me feel angry, makes me feel upset, especially when you hear politicians constantly saying, we understand people are doing it tough. Well, do they really? I dare one of them to live my life for a week with a disability and try and live off what I'm living off.
Consumer prices rose 0.9% in the March quarter and 2.4% for the year. The RBA's preferred measure of underlying inflation is now within its target band. Over the 12 months, food prices did accelerate by 3.2%, driven by fruit, veg, meat and seafood. Rent hikes and insurance premium increases both eased but remain elevated, while building cost increases were restrained at 1.4%. And even though some state energy rebates are rolling off, electricity prices are still 11% lower than a year ago.
This is a powerful demonstration of the progress that Australians have made together in the economy.
This cost of living crisis is far from over. It continues on. The only person who thinks that the cost of living crisis is over is the Treasurer.
Rent, insurances, energy bills have all gone up for this play centre and cafe in Sydney's western suburbs.
We can't really put our prices up too much.
Christy and Brian Lowell have been running the business for almost 20 years and say they've never seen energy prices this high.
Feeling terrible because in the past 3 years, approximately 3 years, bills have gone up by about almost 30%. And that's huge.
But there could soon be some relief for households and businesses. While economists say US tariffs could lead to inflation in America, it could mean lower prices here as Chinese products make their way to Australian shelves.
In the last month, we've had more downside risks to global growth and global trade because of the Trump tariffs, some even potentially deflationary impacts to Australia through the tariffs if we get cheaper global products onto our market.
Underlying inflation is at its lowest level in more than 3 years. So financial markets and economists are forecasting a 0.25 percentage point cut to the official cash rate in May, with more to come.
We see the cash rate ending at about 3.35%, so really only a 1% cut from peak to trough, so not really too much of a fast cutting cycle from the Reserve Bank, and we think that we'll reach that cash rate probably somewhere at the end of 2026.
Like many Australians, Gail Dean will be keenly watching what the Reserve Bank decides when it next meets in May.